And within your staff report, we defined the determinations in compliance with CEQA. There were 3 determinations in the staff report received from Planning and Building. One was that the project has no significant impacts on the environment, and they recommended we place signage, which we will do. They also recommend that we file an acceptable waste management plan with the county, which we will also comply with. That the dogs will be fully licensed, which that is also in accordance with the ordinance that you have adopted as well. Intensive use of the dog park, they say, may increase noise levels. However, it was found that those noise levels will not rise to any level of significance. GSA did receive one letter of concern from a neighbor, Miss Virginia Fagan, and she is unable to be here today, but I told her I would let the board know that we received her letter. GSA did respond, which I believe you all have copies of as well. We met with her, we talked with her about her concerns, and we came up with a solution to plant 6 to 8 Himalayan cedar trees that are 6 feet in height when planted. Those trees usually grow anywhere between 3 and 4 feet per year to a height of about 50 to 70 feet when mature. The estimated cost of those trees is about $500, and the estimated cost of improving the irrigation for those trees is about $250, so we're well within those, and these estimates have been given to the City of Ukiah as part of the funding for the dog park, and GSA actually, we support that as an addition for requirements for the negative declaration to plant those trees. GSA is requesting that the board conduct the public hearing, consider testimony given regarding the environmental impacts of the proposed park, and if supported by the evidence presented, to adopt a negative declaration by resolution and authorize myself to file an applicable notice of determination.
Any questions of the staff presentation? Supervisor Pinches?
Under the source of funding, what does it cost here and where did the money come for it? Briefly.
They were estimating, that it was about $15,000 to $20,000 for the dog park, and those are funds that were raised by the public. And then there is funds from Supervisor Delbar's Prop 40 funding, an amount of $5,000, I believe. Is that correct?
Somewhere in there.
So it's a $20,000 project.
Right around there.
Okay. Any additional questions from the board? I'll now call for public discussion on the item for the negative declaration for the proposed Low Gap Dog Park. Is there any members of the public out there wishing to speak to the item? Please come forward to the podium, state your name for the record. Try and keep your comments to 3 minutes, please.
Yes, thank you. I'm Sally Palmer. I'm the chairperson for the Low Gap Dog Park Committee. And just we have broken up the plans for the dog park into 3 phases. So the first phase would be just the fencing and also signage. And at this point, we are over $9,000 that the public has raised for that. So the additional, we will continue to raise more funds for the next 2 phases after that.
Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Any other members of the public wishing to speak to this item? Okay, I'll bring it back to the board. Questions of the staff and or of Ms. Palmer. Supervisor Delbar. Or I'm sorry, who was first?
John.
Okay. We have a letter here from Miss Virginia Fagan. Said she was going to be here at the meeting. I guess she's not here.
That's the individual that I spoke about
Yes, okay.
in my staff report. She asked me to mention that we have come to an agreement with
Okay.
regards to the planting of the trees.
Okay. Supervisor Delbar.
Make the recommended motion, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
Okay. Boy, wish the last item was that quick. There is a motion and a second to adopt the recommended motion. Discussion to the motion. Call for the vote. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? None. It passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Again, taking a couple items out of order here. I'm going to go to, let's see, item 7C. Slightly late, time for 11:30. This presentation of the Health and Human Services Agency plan for public access defibrillation, the program, and request approval for purchase of automated external defibrillators, AEDs, for the county buildings is sponsored by the HSA Agency and Community Health Services. So, to Ms. Angelo.
Great. Chairman Wattenberger and members of the board, I'm Carmel Angelo, Director of the Health and Human Services Agency. I'd like to thank you very much for entertaining this project today. I really appreciate all the support, Chairman Wattenberger, that you've given to this project. We're very excited about the public access automatic external defibrillator program. I think this will be a great advantage not only for the public that come through our county facilities, but also for the staff that work in those facilities. Today, what we'll be presenting to you will be the program that we'd like to implement. Mind you, the automatic external defibrillators that we plan on purchasing for county facilities are very similar to this, if not the same AEDs that you will find in restaurants and airports. We're very pleased to have this item today, and also we have with us today our Emergency Medical Services contract, Coastal Valleys EMS. They will be assisting us with the presentation and also with the implementation of the AED program. Sam Barnett, our EMS coordinator, is here, and Dr. Mark Luato, our EMS medical director, is here as well. Stacy Cryer, our public health branch director, will be doing the presentation, and we also have a member of the public, Mr. Chuck Savage, who will be giving